Hello and welcome back. Okay, so I had a little bit of trouble getting things started. I do apologize for that. Let's do a sound check. You see the spaceship in the background. Awesome. All right, and welcome to the other person who showed up. Yes. Yep. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that over there. So I thought today what I would do is I don't know if I can fit it all in, but oh Jesus, there's just crap everywhere, isn't there? Um, so I want to work a little bit on a build contest that we're doing on the Nightfall server for start to create some starter craft, and so I want to work on that. I worked on that a little bit last night, trying to get the process down that I was going to do today, and then hopefully I can get something done or mostly done. And then I thought, depending on how much time is left, I might jump on either the Nightfall server or into that Alien start game that I started the other day, which I really had fun. I continued playing that for several hours after the stream or since the stream, and I'm really happy with that game. That's been really entertaining. So, how do I want to do this? Let's see. Let's get some magic powers. We have them. All right. So space pod. So here is. I don't want to be near that stuff. So basically, what's going on is there's an intent to create a mod with new starter craft, and so the challenge is someone ground down, I guess, the starter space pod, and tallied up all the resources that were used to make it, like the raw resource, like the ingots, right, that were used to make it, and then said, here's a laundry list of material, use this to make something else. That way it would be balanced. So I have set up a facility here that will build things using the material that I provided, and there's nothing in it yet. It's just empty space. We'll add some more. I don't think I did a good job explaining what I'm trying to do here, but hopefully it will become clear. All right, so ores, ingots, and components. All right, and got that. The assemblers need to be visible, otherwise, apparently, Izzy's doesn't use them, which is odd because I'm pretty sure I hide assemblers. I have hidden assemblers in other games. It's something I normally do, and I haven't had a problem. But for whatever reason, when I was testing this out, if the assemblers were hidden, Izzy's wouldn't use them. So, you're doing the same thing right now. That's awesome. Yeah. So, so this is a deal. Space pod resources. So this container contains everything that we're allowed to use. And this is it. So, let's see. You've got 1,000 silicon, 400 nickel, 120 platinum, 40,000 iron, 3,000 cobalt, 300 gold, and 30 silver. You get 1 pistol, 5 pistol mags, 1 of each type of air tank, and 1,000 ice. Presumably these 4 personal items could be ground down as well, but I think it's preferable to keep them to begin with. So there's something in the ship for the player, and I can't imagine whatever minuscule amount of resources come from these I mean, if the build is that close to, if the build needs that, then it's probably not a good build. So I'm going to take this, and I've added some extra cargo over here so that as these resources get turned into components, the volume they occupy will expand. So they have basically the, so Izzy's has a place to put it. I ran into some problems during testing where with just the one cargo container, Izzy's got jammed up because the assemblers would deconstruct things, and then there was no place to put stuff. All right, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to paste it right there. Oop. All right, and then creative mode tools off. And I immediately have a problem because I don't have any hydrogen. Let's get this. I don't know. This is actually an alternate to the spawn pod that I had created a long time ago. It's literally just it's like a glorified unknown signal, but it has like your basics, your basic equipment. Actually, I guess since there's no production, it's not spawn. It wouldn't work as a spawn thingy. Anyway, so I take that back. Okay. Thanks. All right, so now I can turn off creative mode tools. All right, so now in order to build, I'll place stuff from here, and the bars will build it up, and I should not abuse the resource limitation. I shouldn't violate that. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out here. I'm going to go and do this. Wait a second, has it already started production? Oh, it has. Look at you. Good job, tools. All right, so I've got 20 components for the detector. That is for an ore detector. I'll set that to 0 and accumulate. Interior plate, that's fine. All right, metal grids. I'm going to set, now that they're produced, I'm going to set this down to 0 and accumulate. These 50 are for the gyro. I'm going to do the same thing here. These are for the battery. So this accumulate will keep Izzy's from deconstructing these to get back down to 0. And then superconductor. So, and then here, I'm going to do the same thing here. This is, there are 80 thruster components required per small thruster. So that's what, is that right? 6 times 8 is 48. Yeah, so that's all 6 of the, or that's a minimum of 6 thrusters. So I got 1 in every direction. So I'm going to do that, and that will leave some extra material if I want to add a couple more. I think the default starter pod has 9 or 10 thrusters, actually. It's got 3 forward, 2 back, 1 up, 2 down, and 1 left and right. So I think that comes up to 10. But this is the bare minimum. So I have a gyro. I don't have the resources in here to account for like a cockpit or anything like that. But I wanted to get, also the medical components. This is for the starter kit. So I did want to get all the things that have like the unique expensive things like medical components, metal grids, and thruster components. Cool. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Girders, it's fine. Oh, and then I'm going to set all the required stuff. The other required stuff, I'm just going to put it 10. And the reason I'm putting them at 10 that should work. Is because back here I've got 10 assemblers, and they're all maxed out on speed. So if I run out of something, that's enough for each assembler to make one of the thing, and I should get it pretty fast. So that should keep the process moving relatively quickly. Oh yeah, you're right. 81 power cells, because I need one for the engine. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yes. All right, so I'm going to let that work for a second. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide over here. Starter pod. Nope. Space pod. Space pod. Space pod. There we go. Killing me. All right, what do we have? Yeah, that'll work. No, that will not work. All right, F10. Space pod. All right. So in this one, what I want to do is I'm going to keep this one empty. And actually, what I want to do is I'm going to deconstruct the ship that I made the other day to see what exactly is in it. I'm pretty sure it comes in under the limit because what I did was before I started it, I basically placed down everything that I just accounted for. Like I did 6 thrusters, 1 gyro, 1 cockpit, 1 ore detector, an engine, 1 of each hydrogen tank, oxygen tank, etc. So all like the same functional blocks that are on the default space pod, which I suppose. Oh. Space I know. Oh, here it is. Which is this, incidentally. I guess I should have shown that. So this is the pod that we're replacing, right? So all the functional blocks on here, I basically placed one down, let this system build it from the resources provided so that I could find out what the critical requirements were. That's what I put in over there. So what I'm going to do now is, I believe it was called the starter. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Zep. And let's fix the name. Let's fix the name. There we go. Space Zeppelin. And I called it that because that's kind of what it is, right? And my design goal here was to make the most uncomfortable thing I possibly could, like, imagine being in. This I cannot imagine being in space. Whoops. In this rickety ass, flimsy looking little, like, I just don't know about that. Like, this thing is held together with freaking string. But anyway, so anyway, I think that part turned out very well. Quite happy with it. Let's turn off what's going on here. Here we go. Okay, cool. All right, so let's turn off the area. Boop. Oh, the picture does it. Oh, thank you. Oh, this thing's moving. Oh, I did not realize that. Is it? Boop. All right, let's get you stationary. There we go. Well, thanks, Eyedunno. That sounds like you like it, so I'm glad to hear that. I think it's kind of a neat look. I've been doing my opening video and my standby video lately. I changed to a little. I call it like a ramshackle sky ship. This is a little, you know, rickety old in the after times type, you know, flying balloon ship thingy. Anyway, so I like that that sort of aesthetic is has kind of been on my mind lately. So um yeah, it kind of came out. Actually the what I was working on prior to that was oh, there it is. I painted it. So this was actually what I had just built. And while I was working on this one, um I think while I was working on the cockpit, I was like, oh, you know what? This cockpit might be good as like a gondola on an airship. So I cut that out, made a copy of it, and then started working on this. And then I realized, oh, you know what? If I should probably invert the slope, and that's what it worked out to be. Actually, I believe way over in the distance, you may not be able to see it. Oh, I don't have any binos. I don't. Well, anyway, that right there is the cockpit from the ship. So so anyway, yeah, this was my my first build, and ended up I didn't have sufficient components for it. For example, you can't make enough metal grids to build both a gyro and this thruster. I don't think there were anything else. Well, I'm sorry, to build a gyro. Yeah. Build a gyro and this thruster. Um, I I don't think there were any other like limits that I blew past. But I was really happy with it, so I went ahead. I just switched to full on creative, finished it, and was like, okay, boom, we'll try again. So, but it's pretty cool. You come inside, you got there's not much to it, you know, bed and a cockpit, you know, and it is what it is. It's kind of zippy, you know. A little underpowered. It's only got one battery, but it does have a generator, so you kick that on and probably be good to go. Let's see. 9. Yeah. Yeah, good to go. Anyway, face into the windshield. So we got this guy. Let's see. And I tried to get his. I don't know if you can tell at all, much less on the stream, but I tried to even go so far as to make his thrusters like the thruster flame all slightly different colors to sort of make it look like they're old and a bit weak. But it's tricky because ion thrusters default to blue, so any variation of that I think doesn't quite look right. And I tend to think that the orangish yellow a lot of times looks like very powerful, like it's just kind of like raw power, not like it's like unrefined power. Anyway, so yeah, I think this guy, I think he I don't know, I dig him. I dig it because it's so ugly. So I'm gonna get this started breaking down and then go back over to the other thing. Now, one thing that will happen when this breaks down is the battery power cells will get converted to scrap. So that'll be 80 scrap. But that's okay. I know that when I look at what's in here to account for those 80 scrap as power components. So let's get him going and grind only. Use ignore color for welding. Use grind color. All right, so if we turn this. Wait a second. I don't want it to grind itself. I don't know if it'll grind itself or not. So let's shift the field out. Here. All right, cool. All right, so build and. All right, fly mode, grind only. I don't care about that. And disable the grind color. So that should get everything. I'm even going to do that, and because I'm not sure. do this, and then we'll just paste him in the field. And is it working? I'll just change the ownership here. Change to nobody. Oh, yep, there go the little blue guys. Okay, so you guys are working. Back over to here. All right, let's let's do stuff. Turn that off. All right, let's get some steel. Take that, that, and that. Those are the 4 starter pieces, elements, components. And let's start with a cockpit. I do want to use this again. I think this is a very cool piece, but I'm not very good at really building stuff that leverages it yet. Battle bus. Thanks. Oh, and hello and goodbye to person number 3 who stuck their head in and left. All right, let's see. Maybe let's do something like this. So I want to have, oh, you jerk. Why you do that? All right, here. Oh, one thing I'll do. Let's go to girders will accumulate. Construction components will accumulate. Metal steel plate will accumulate. And what is the other one? Interior plate. There we go. All right, cool. Where did it go? All right, let's try this again. What are you waiting on? Computers, glasses, and motors. All right, let's get some of those cooking. All right, computer, we'll go to 10. Glass, we'll go to 10. And motors, we will also go to 10. Oh, and this will go back to there. All right, cool. So, meantime, oh, you got it. All right, let's try this again. Hurry up. Not the fastest way, I guess, to do this. But I did try to make it the setup kind of go as fast as possible. The critical thing is making sure you've got the right amount of, you don't exceed the resource allotment. So it is what it is. You're not done yet. And all right, whatever. Let him finish. We'll go back check on this guy. All right, he is done. So let's see. Let's see. Turn you off. We'll turn that on. So how are we looking over here? Okay, I see. I see what it did. I should have set all this to 0. Yeah. Bottles is fine. Yeah, okay. 0, 0. Pistol. Bottle. Steel. And thrust. So we have a bottle, a gun, five magazines. All right, cool. That's what I wanted to see. Let's pop up here. Let's get this. All right, cool. And that is getting everything down. And then let's load up the box and see how it compares. So I don't want to connect it. Just put it right there. Oh, I missed some. Oops. Weird. I looked right at that. All right, so if I go here, I want some place where I can see both. All right, 35 power cells, still grinding down. So let's see. I see 2 point something K of cobalt, gold, 200 something iron. It's under 40,000. Platinum, 120. This exceeded the platinum. Silicon, 800 something. Silvers, I see it starts with a 1, so that is. Oh shit. Oh no, it was off. Oh, it was off. Okay. Let's try it again. I also do like this. Boop. Okay, so we've got that's iron. No. Fuck me. Cobalt. Cobalt is good. Next is gold. Gold is less than 300. That's good. It would be, oh, did I turn? Yeah, that's off, but the assemblers are not off. Oh, right. There's scrap in here. I said that, didn't I? Yep. All right, so let's put in 80 power cells. Curiously, it says there are 35 in here. Oh, oh. That makes me doubt how accurate this is, but it's a start, I suppose. Uranium doesn't count. That's just for the power. Silver is 20, and we were allotted 30. Silicon is 1.1. We were allotted 3. No, 1. Oh, so we're over that. That sucks. Platinum, 85. We were allotted 120. Nickel, 274. We were allowed 400. Iron, we were allowed 40,000. Gold, 300 versus 213. That's good. And then cobalt, 3,000. So it's a little over. All right, that's fine. It's fine. Are you done? Awesome. So let's get going. Oh no, trip. There we go. All right, you. And you. So for this one, I want a little bit of a bigger crew area, crew compartment. I do want a button panel. Oh, that's the helm. Isn't there a yeah, that's on the floor. And then want to go one more? One more might be a bit excessive. Let's see. Oh, girders. And hello to the third person who came back. There we go. Grab that. Be gone with you. Scrap. Oof. Okay. Continuing on. So we've got this. I think that is a very nice shape. Let's see. We'll do... Yeah, let's do this. All right. And I used all the ones that have floors, so that's helpful. And I think... I know the starter, the vanilla space pod has 2 doors to form an airlock, and I would like to do that, but it's kind of tricky. If your ship is only 3 wide, you either have to put the airlock in the center, which means now you've got to deal with like an open area in the back of your ship, which is what the space vanilla space pod has. Or you've got you can bend it, right? You can put like a door here and then there, and then have a curved hallway here, and that's I tend to do that a lot. And then the alternative is to stick it out the side, but you've got to use this spot and this spot here, because this spot will put you over here, unless you go with, I guess if you go with a more boxy, like you could do like a corridor here, and then if these were all more square, I guess that could work. We'll keep that in mind. Try that on the next one after this fails. And then I'm gonna need to get some air in here. That always bites me in the butt. So let's try and think about that now. Gonna go with... I'm actually gonna go with hydrogen here. I really like the new air tanks. I think they add a nice variety in the shapes that are common in the game. You don't see a lot of spheres. So I'm going to use that, which means I can't put it here. So I'll go with the... No, I just said that, and unfortunately, I just don't really like this part. I try and use it, but it doesn't usually work out. But really what I need to use is this. We'll put it this way, because I need a way to get this air vent connected, and then I can put this, and oh man, I just don't like that look. All right, let's do this. I can put... I put a spotlight here. Then I can put there. And that gets the top sealed off. And my air vent. So this small hole in the floor to worry about. That's okay. I think I'll put... I was thinking I would use half blocks for sure, but I was thinking like this. But now I'm thinking maybe I should go with slopes. I tend to prefer the slopes on the bottom of these blocks, which is why I was thinking I would try the actual blocky blocks, just for something, just to break, you know, break the mold from what I normally do. Oh well, I don't need to worry about that right now. All right, so here's our door, and there's the fuel tank. Okay, and I was sort of thinking maybe an asymmetrical design. So how about okay, if it's an asymmetrical design, then let's pick one side. I'll make this side the people side, I guess we'll call it. So what I'm thinking is I'm out of steel. That's what I'm thinking. All right. What I'm thinking, this is just temporary. I don't know what will be here, but something will be here. And we'll go with, this will be where the survival kit is. I'm going to put it, I'm thinking I'll put it this way because I kind of expect this side to be blocked off. So this will be where you come in. And we'll put, might as well put that right there, since that will be, I guess we'll have inventory access here, but I've always liked having direct access to an inventory container of some sort. So we'll go with that. So we've got hydrogen. We need the oxygen. I don't know. Let's see. All right. What else do we need? Let's do, gonna need one of these. Okay. We're going to build out over here this way. So do that. And we need a battery and an engine. Right, so that's at the front there. Do like that. And I'm thinking the battery might go right there. I think. I'm gonna try and put it somewhere else though. For a starter ship, I don't like to, like, I know if you build like a combat ship, or if I build a combat ship, or a bigger ship, I don't mind kind of burying things sometimes so that they're inaccessible. It's not the best approach to design in the world, but sometimes it doesn't bother me that much. But for a starter ship, I do kind of want the player to be able to get to everything. Presumably, you know, and I guess my thinking is I want it to be friendly to a new player. And so granted, you can go in the terminal and get to anything, but that's just one more thing you have to assume the player already knows, you know? And what is that? Oh. So yeah, so I want to build so that you don't need to know that. If you can, that's fine. If you do, that's fine, but you don't need to. All right, so I'm thinking most of the thrusters will be actually on the side here. Let's see how that goes. Oh, hey, Robert. What's going on, man? And I don't really like this particular thruster. I like the military ones because I like the square exhaust, and then I actually like the old ones because uh I don't know, there's an appeal to them. But I have been trying to use the sci-fi stuff a lot more lately, and this particular they've been growing on me. So we'll do two back, and I'm thinking let's do up down and then three forward. And I still don't have left and right. What is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, I only budgeted for 6. But I believe there's enough platinum to cover 8. The vanilla pod has 3 forward, 2 back. That's 5. 1 up and down. 1 up, 2 down. That's another 3. That's 8. Plus 2 left and right. Yeah, so 10. So it should be able to, I should have the materials to cover this. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing something. Gyro. I need a gyro. I need a way to connect the front to the back here. Let's start with, oh, that's a cargo that I said I wanted the player to have access to, and then I promptly covered it up. Fucking brilliant, man. All right. Oh, I don't have my air tanks on here yet either. What is this thing? That's the O2H2 generator. Yes. Okay. This doesn't really do it for me. It doesn't look asymmetrical so much as it looks like it's not finished. And I still need to put the gyro on here somewhere. And I'm not sure if I'll have the motor squirt, but I'd like to put a connector if possible. Nice. Nice, Robert. All right, what's taking so long? I equipped you with everything you needed, I thought. Oh no, I didn't see that, Robert. What do you mean you poked the bear? What that suggests you were causing trouble. Um no, actually I haven't been on the back end side of my channel in a couple days. So yeah, if you posted a comment, I haven't seen it yet. Now I now, now I'm like, oh God, what did you do? Ore detector. But I'll check it out as soon as I'm done here. As soon as the stream's over, I'll go have a look. All right, I feel like there's something here. Like there's potential with this. There's potential with this design. I use the term design kind of broadly. I think the back end is too flat. So maybe
inventory full.
Oh shit. Hate when that happens. Let's build him. Oh, holy. All right, what was I thinking? Oh, we're just holding. Oh, steel tubes. Oh. All right, steel tubes. Well, there's your problem. Anything else I felt like forgetting? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. All right. Maybe now things will go a little more smoothly. What is that? No, don't need those. All right, get to it. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, so what I was thinking is I want to slide this back and rotate it so that I can have a oh, actually, is there already a port facing upward right here? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Computers. Computers 10. Hmm. So if I put this is I feel like this is not the way it looks. I don't think the port's actually there because yeah, it can't be. Yeah, I think the build construction stage is wrong because it's connected to I connected it to the cargo there. So I would have put the port sideways. So yeah, this is not gonna fly. Computers, steel tubes. Ah, shit. Right. Okay. So I need to move it back. Okay. Well,
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
there you go. All right, here. Yeah, this is what I want. Then I can put you. All right, for now, I'm thinking I might actually pull the cargo out to this spot and just make that a junction. But I will consider that in a second. All right. Oh yeah. See, look, that indentation there on both sides. Yeah, that's misleading. Okay, so here I will put the is where I wanted to put the air tank. Yeah, so that'll work. So we have the up and the down thruster there. I do still need left and right. And of course, in addition to the forward and backwards. So let's go here. And let's do Let's do 1 and 2. And then 1 and 2. And then, all right, we don't have any forward yet. So we could put, hmm. There's 3 forward. And then so I was thinking maybe the ore detector could go under here. The funny thing about building ugly ships is sometimes it just happens naturally, even when you're not trying. What a load of crap. Yeah, I do my battery exposed. I did want that. This just feels like too much over here. 2 backwards, 3 forward. I'm not sure this works here with it staggered. I mean, I thought it was... It seems interesting. I don't know that it's really working, but... Alright, in the meantime, this is all connected, so let's get rid of these guys. And start
Inventory full.
killing me. Oh, shit. Boop.
Inventory full.
Alright, so now I can start worrying about how to connect the stuff on the bottom. I think... Oh, right. That would only work if I use the other style. Although, I can use the other style. No. Alright. Let's do like so. Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee. And do. Alright, so that's kind of has to be thus. So I would like this to be a little more bulky. Maybe we can kind of pull this out a little bit. All right, if we do that, then I think this would be good for the back part here. Here. And then maybe here. And then this can be this guy, which I like. I like this. I like that piece. All right. There's the basics. Oh, that doesn't really look good. But that line right here or here might look pretty good because it'll run parallel to that. I mean, it runs parallel now, but I think it'll look better. Let's try it. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, actually. I find that I tend to like if you're doing like if I'm building like a weird or like an ugly ship, I tend to like I think there's a certain type of appeal to making some parts like as good looking as possible so that you can put it next to the parts that are as ugly as possible. Yes. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Um maybe not it
Inventory.
maybe that's a poor choice of words. Maybe I should say as in my case, as good looking as I can make it. Yeah, I kind of like that. It suggests gives a suggestion of like a sort of like a cobra head pattern, right? Because it goes and then drops. I think that's pretty cool. All right, and hmm, let's add some sort of landing gear. I don't think that's gonna work right there. Yeah. All right. Well, steel plates it is. And we do like that. And there. It's not terribly functional as a landing feet. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that. It's not terribly functional. Okay, so I can go as far forward as this. Put something. So let's get you. And let's do that. Yeah, I think that works. And then
Inventory full.
how about that? Maybe? I do think it's kind of a neat set of shapes. And then hmm. Let's see, this is the side I was planning to have to be like the entrance. All right, which means that's where we want to be able to get to. So do this. I want to put a light up here, but honestly, there's nothing to mount a light on. uh, that's too much. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, okay, I put one here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So I had expected this area here to be kind of filled in. And it's not. So maybe some of this needs to come forward. What do I have that could come forward? Well, why is this guy not done? What are you waiting on? Silicon. 0. Why do I have Z? Do these things all use like a ton of computers or something? Well, they do use a lot of glass. Ooh, okay. That's is a sucky thing to learn. All right. Well, how about these? They use 25 each. And these use 30, I think it was, right? 20, 30, 100 computers. But that's, I mean, that's a control seat. So that's, I think, standard or about normal. These do use a lot of glass. Okay. All right. That sucks. All right, let's try a slight change of plans.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
And we're just gonna leave it like that. And, you know, you put some like seats here facing outward. You got the starting, I won't say the makings of the start of a little drop ship. Okay, so I'm think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what I was mentioned before, where you turn the doors sideways, since I've got to go with a more blocky design anyway.
Inventory full.
So I can put a curved or an elbow here. And for now, do that, because I'm about to grind down that. Everything else is connected. Yes. Okay. What's to talk about? I can't get a mouse with a scroll wheel that works. Look, it works fine. Look at that. Let's see. One. There we go. And I think I'm gonna put it this way. Oh, you know what? Just put it on this side. Rat. All right, here we go. 8 and boop, 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 boop. 2 at
Inventory full. Inventory full.
all right, let's try this again. The more I cut away, the more I like it. It's a reminiscence of a bus stop almost. All right, so okay, this is the people side. That's where the survival kit is. So we'll put this. Oh, right.
Inventory full.
Oh, all right. Hang on. If I'm willing to have, if it's going to be boxy, there's no reason I can't just do this, right? Because it's going to be boxy. we already said it's going to be boxy. So, as a matter of fact, it's boxy. You can do like that. All right, this is a problem. There are no windows that really connect this. This. No. Oh. Oh, no, no. Where is it? One of these weird things. You know, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a block anyway, which is going to suck because that's going to be all blocked in. So this is kind of the reason why I started with this helm seat, is because I always end up like, now I'm like, well, nothing's going to work. I get rid of it and switch to something else. And so I end up not using it. So I start with it to try and get more better at using it. And even though it
Inventory full.
doesn't work out, I mean, at least I'm getting exposure to it, and it'll click eventually. So maybe we can do something kind of cool like this. I can put a chair. Oh no, that is occupied. But you know what? It doesn't have to be. You can do like this.
Inventory full.
And then now I can put a pilot seat of some sort here. Let's do a little one. And oh, I might. What there are? Wait a minute. There are pieces that go here. That's not one of them. Nor is that. That's what I'm looking for. 10 bulletproof glass. That's the one with the floor. Okay, hang on. This is the one I want.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Alright, that's... There we go. And then here... And there. Okay. So now I like, on any other build, could go ahead with these, but we've already established that's a lot of glass. So I do think I need to do that over here. I'll do the one. I 100% did not expect that silicon was the thing that I would have to, like, that I would be most constrained by. That's eye-opening. And then here I'll put there is a corner piece, right? Why don't we stand on this side where we can see it? Oh, that looks weird. Oh. Like, that looks weird because it sticks out like that. Hmm. All right, I think I need to bring it out here then,
Inventory full.
so that I can have this block be the transition. Huh. All right, let's get our corner piece there. Okay, so come in and boom, you're on board the ship. And then we need a transition here. So we can do this. It's still a little weird, but I guess I could put like a button panel or something right here. I know the vanilla spawn pod has a button panel on it, so it should be within budget. Oh, no, I can't because of that bastard.
Inventory full.
And what do these cost? Is that okay? What do these cost? Just iron. Okay, that's cool. We'll do that. Iron is so far I've been pretty consistently under budget with iron, so that works out fine. Metal grid 46. What have I used 6 metal grids on? Is it the command chair? No. It's not the doors, no. Where did I use 6 metal grid? Why is this not done? What in the world? Did I neglect motors? Motors, 10. Motors need nickel. Out of nickel. What? Detectors are 0. 46 metal grids. Small tubes. Hmm. Hmm. Well, let's do that for now. So, I feel like I'm missing stuff. Unless... Where would... It is, yeah, it is difficult. Where are those metal grids? So, I have a jumble of thoughts in my head right now. I ran into a similar problem with the blue ship that I showed at the beginning of the stream, the blue spawn pod alternate. Part of the reason, and the what I ran into was like I felt like my component balance was not correct, which is how I feel now because I don't see where, like, I'm missing 10 metal grids. Okay, let's assume I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then that means I'm not missing 10 metal grids. what it means is, oh, there's 0 now. Oh, right, I ground them down. That would mean that I've used the resources, the ingots, that would have made those 6 metal grids. I've used them elsewhere. But I had metal grids set to accumulate, and I had the 50 that I needed originally. Nickel and cobalt. So why did it grind down 6 of them? Yes, also the small cargo, I forgot. That's what it is. Yes, I have, that's 4 metal grids, and wait, was it missing 10 or 4? I didn't account for that though, so that means I should have had 54 built, not. Is that what I had? Let's build them again. So I need 54. Yeah, I don't have any gyros yet. And I only have the one small metal cargo. The gyro needs 50. Okay, and a small cargo. So that's a contributing factor, is I forgot those do use metal grids, and that also tells me that I made a mistake when I was looking, because I thought I had looked at every block when I was trying to figure out where everything went. So I missed that one. That one. So I do need 54. Okay. All right, you know what? There's nothing that says I need to have this many thrusters, right? 2 reverse, I think, is nice. I don't think there's any I need to have necessarily 3 forward.
Inventory full.
So,
Inventory full.
all right, that should get us those pieces. I'll set thruster components to that. So those extras will get ground down. I'll get the resources back, and I can make motors and metal grids, whatever, theoretically. Oops. Oops. Okay. Metal grids, 18, assembling 36, 454. Okay. All right. Here's a thought. It's sealed up. It's yeah. Raggedy as shit, but it is sealed up. All right. And all right, well, this part's not sealed up. That's the air vent. Okay. We can do it like that. That. Yeah, that's ugly. Jesus, that is ugly. All right. Um,
Inventory full. Inventory full.
if I mirror the other side, all right, then I could put something like a bed and a bathroom. Let's get those in there. Not going to use that. Bed. Let's put the bed at the back. Okay, this is all square, right? Okay, so we'll put the bathroom here, and I'm just gonna put. I do prefer to put a bathroom, a toilet, and a shower. Hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. It feels wrong to not include both. All right. So that leaves this area here. I can probably... Yeah, I can go with a light here. There it is. Boop. Yeah. We have a light. Bathroom, shower, exit, air vent, hole. You can't get up here to the look out the window area. That's lame. All right. Oh, can
Inventory full. Inventory full.
if we put a thinner cockpit thingy. There we go. There's the corner where you sit and cry. Here's the corner where you sit and stare at the stars, questioning your life decisions. And then here's where you steer from. Okay. Cool. We've got... Is that under... Oh, that's the... There's a... The spotlight's in there. Okay. So I could replace this with another light. It's just iron, so yeah, let's do that. Corridor light. Boop. Sweet. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, well, at least the living area exists now. Cool. Ah, see, this space is not necessary. This was only necessary when I had the exit coming out the back. Let's see. Do that. Alrighty. Yeah, this doesn't need to be here at all anymore. Awesome. Grind you down. Rival. So we can put you there. And we'll get that here. Bet you that sounded good. Okay. Where was I? Yes, Robert. So this is basically if you take a vanilla spawn pod ship, um, somewhere in here, this guy. Yeah, if you take the vanilla spawn pod chip and you grind it down to its components, and then you disassemble the components into ingots, what you're left with is I don't want to turn creative build on. I don't know what that's going to do over here, but you're left with this yeah, a list of resources, and this is like use those same resources to build something new. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Graythor. I've never said your name out loud. In my head, I always read it as creator. What's going on, man? All right. Let's all right, so I'm gonna need to dump in 80 more power cells when I grind that. Man, I love 10 steps forward, 9 steps back. It's so cool. Praethor. Alright, yeah. Praethor. Well, hello. How you doing, man? Alright, let's get started with the basics. I do want that cargo there still. I think I'll put the battery on this side. Yeah. Get rid of that garbage. Let's oh shit. I do have to turn creative on. All right, let's do this. Just in case. We'll turn that off. All right, here. And creative on. Placement power cells. 80. And then creative off. All right. I should have thought of that before. And I pulled out. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so over here. There you go, sucker. Okay. Try it again. Right on. So let's do. Yeah, cool. Welcome, Graythor. Yeah, love it. Hang out. And Robert, I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out and dropping by. Okay. Let's see. We need one of these things, and I will use that to make this connection, or do I want to... Let's just do this. Yeah. All right. That gives us some interesting detail there. Got this back component going on here. Let's... that still puts me in a situation where I've got... trying to find, figure where I might put the left and right thrusters. All right, what if we do something like... you know what? Okay, we'll do something like this. I realize I've been trying really hard to make this an asymmetrical build, but you know what? If the design doesn't want to do that, I'm not gonna force it anymore. So let's go with my thrusters. They are go here. Here. And I really like the shape that I had earlier with the rounded blocks in front of the thrust, but it just doesn't look like it's going to work out for me. So, let's see. So many beeps and boops today. Okay. Let's do this. I feel like this is like I do the same thing for the up and down thrusters all the time. It's part of the reason I had wanted to sort of do something more of a asymmetrical build. But the design was definitely fighting me on that. So, have it your way. I will do that. And then I'll do... oh, this is where I can put... put the order detector on this side. So... that'll balance out the thruster. Okay. Alright, what am I missing? I'm still missing the air tanks, and I've left no place to put them. That's... good job, Patrick. Good job. Okay. I can put them down there. I can put them here if I replace this junction or this conveyor. And I'll use a square one. I don't think the tanks would look right sitting on top of a round conveyor. Oh, speaking of, that doesn't look right. I can slide it back if I waste another junction. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Can use, let's see. No, it's got to be a full junction. So I've got to, yeah, I've got to connect, well, that face, that face. Yeah, it doesn't need to be full. I can use a T. So we'll do that. And the motor. There we go. Oh, yeah, Prather, that'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I appreciate that. Hmm. Oh, I ground all these down. Right. What do we have? 3, 6, 8. They're 80 each, right? Yeah. 8 times 8 is what? 64, right? 8, 16, 32. Yeah, okay. Wait, 8, 16, 32. Yeah, 64. Okay. All right, let's get those made. Thank you very much, Graythor. It's very cool. I never noticed these things tick like this. Okay. So, do I want... Yeah, that looks good. Let's see, we can do the same over here. 8. There we go. And drop down some catwalk. Love catwalk. All right, and I want landing feet. So I use this before. It is not going to work now, unless... Will this work here? Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck, that might happen. Shit. All right. So, let's see. Straight piece. Here. And then I believe I had this, which is why it didn't stick. Is that right? Oh, that one's stuck. All right, cool. All right, what did I use? Oh, I had them sideways. Okay. So here. Yes. We have the engine. That way. Okay. Right. Yep. Cool. All right, we only needed that 60 for now. Cool. I don't like this straight line here. It does not look nice. If we do that. How about that? Oh. Oh, that's nice. All right, yeah. You get out of here. 1-8. Here, we'll need a straight piece. I think I just used a regular old beam block. Looks like it. All right, then we used that. Honestly, I still feel like it. Now it's just too big, though. All right. Let's get the bottom of the feet on. Boop. And boop. And we'll do that. And then I can... I can put hazard stripes or something on them. Okay. Up, down. All right, so we still need the gyro. Put... Yeah, I'll put it here. Doot, doot. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll put the gyro here. That leaves me free to replace my light over here. I'll do this one. I know I started with the same amount of parts as the vanilla spawn pod. This thing feels really overbuilt. I think because the back here is so busy. I don't really like how it kind of makes this U shape, but whatever. All right, the thrusters are complete. Let's go ahead and fix this now. All right. Oh, wait. Okay. Have I replaced my battery? Yes. All right. Cool. All right, let's see. All right, we've got some thrusters on stern. Let's do this. All right, you guys. Place name. All right, we have a battery. That's good. Toilet. Bed. Helm. Lights. Air vent. This would be the interior. Make them a nice friendly warm. That down. It's kind of a not high-end ship, so the lights will be a little budgety. There, they don't need to blink. Boop. Go. All right, we have a hydrogen engine. Do we have an O2H2 generator? We do. We have a small oxygen tank. We have a small hydrogen tank. That's great. Okay. Two H2 tanks. Beep. Boop. Ah, shit. Reset. Suffix. All right. Toolbar, no. Inventory, yes. Terminal, no. All right. This is the light for the survival kit, which will be green. It's also the entrance light. So that's fine. Ion thrusters. Thrusters and gyros. And before I add the gyros, let's go ahead and color them. Let's see, when they're at idle. Green. Sure. When they're full power. Light. Green. Sure. I don't really feel that, but it's fine. All right, gyros. There you go. Thrusters are gone. Battery doesn't need to be in the terminal. Oh, where is my... Oh, right. Okay. All right. So O2H2 generator, auto refill. That's fine. Terminal, no. Inventory, yes. Toolbar, yes. Turn it off. The engine, yes. Whoops. Yes. No. No. Couple of doors. It's fine. Small cargo. No, yes, no. Spotlight. Give it the nice bright, whatever, halogen or whatever they're called. Pop that up a little bit. Push that out. And we'll shorten that just a tad. All right, toolbar, yes. Terminal, no. Turn it off. Battery, toolbar, terminal. Or detector maxed out. Toolbar, terminal, and toggle it off. Survival kit. This is a ion starter type 3, I think. All right. So this is starter type 3. And nope, yes, no. Cool. I love it when this happens. All right, so I have everything? That doesn't feel right. Okay, what are we waiting on, if anything? I have 4 metal grids. Oh, 0. There we go. Actually, no, oh, here we go, here we go. All the thrusters are built. That's what I forgot. All right, where's the gyro? There it is. It's got all its metal grids. All right, so we just need steel motors. All right, motors. So nickel. The cargo. Well, cargo's done. All right, that's cool. All right, cool. Let's I'm gonna add some flare. Everybody loves flare. Here and maybe here. So we'll see. This is my favorite part. I don't even like armor shaping, but I do like going back and sort of adding smaller details to give the thing better kind of shape. Let's see. If we are over here, how about am I gonna want to do this? Yeah, that'll mean like so. Let's a look. I guess I'll go with it until I decide I don't like it. Yeah. And then, oh, I know. The reason I was thinking about that was I wanted to do something like this. I realize it doesn't work now. I could do it back here though. Is that? I don't know if it works. All right, there's your ore detector. Let's get some lights on this guy. So King got rid of, if you put a light here, the base part used to extend back into the block, and they shortened it. And they shortened it so that you could put lights on, for example, catwalk. Oh, these are both covered. Oh, I see. Yes, you could put lights on like catwalk or these metal plates, and then the thing wouldn't extend, the back end wouldn't extend through. But unfortunately now it means they don't really go on anything that's not a, they don't go on slopes that don't cover the whole middle of the block now. It's kind of mixed opinions on that. I guess we'll put them on top. I don't love it, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah. All right. There's that. What are you waiting on? 12 motors. Nickel 1. You have 160 thruster components. Are you not grinding them down? What's going on? All right. Can't work in these conditions. Okay, and let's see. Oh, we have a spotlight on the front. That's cool. If this were landed, I need a way to get up there. Guess I can slap a ladder on this thing. Kind of ugly, but sure what else to do. This actually wouldn't be a bad place to put a stairwell. Go away. In place, like if this catwalk wasn't here, just coming right out the store here, going straight down. That'll work all right. All right, now hang on. This seems like an OSHA violation. So let's fix that. There we go. I feel much safer now. Cool. You know, it's basically it's the space pod. It's the fucking space pod all over again. I made a space pod. Lovely. All right. Come in here. Oh, those landing feet in the back. They are horrible. Hey, Chigaroo. Cargo, yeah, I hope it does too. Oh, and gyro's still not built. Oh, the thrusters look nice. Nicer than I expected. And yes, Space OSHA lives. Alright, what in the hell are we waiting on? Motors, motors, and motors. Motors, 10, 0. Where's... Oh, these don't use nickel. Well, that's why I didn't get any back when I ground them down. So I'm short on nickel. Why? Thruster components don't use nickel at all. Thrusters don't use, ion thrusters don't use nickel at all. Steel is iron, construction component is iron, thruster components are not nickel. Large steel tubes are iron. It's all iron. Okay. Detector components and 5 motors. Is it the detector components that busted the budget? 5 each. Would have really liked to have started with a ore detector.
Inventory full.
Oh, right. I need to ground the things down. Let's see. Dude. Detector. There. Let's get the rest.
Inventory full.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, that sucks. All right. I guess in place, I am not sure. Okay. See, we'll do that. And that. And where is it? Oh, it's gone. Out of interior plate. Alrighty. This is also out of interior plate. Interior plate. 10. Iron. I have nearly 10,000 iron. So get on it. All right. There we go. All right. Oop. Hmm. Let's do that. All right. Let's just start painting stuff. Well, I think the wasn't the original idea Krathor's, and then I don't know, I'm pretty sure you were the one that said just make it like raw resources. Sitting over there like, oh, who came up with this idea? All right, let's make this one red and super glowy. Perfect. We'll make you orange. Oh, glowy orange. No. All right. Nope. We're going with outer. Let's see. Whenever I have an airlock, I like to make the outer door red and the inner door yellow. That way, when you are inside and looking at two doors, you know immediately which way to go. And if you're in a large structure and you come upon a door, you know, if I continue through that way, or if you come upon a red door, you know, can reasonably expect to find a vacuum on the other side. Okay. This guy. All right. And let's see. What is a color other than light blue? Tan? Yeah, I guess. So tan is light orange. Who would have thunk that? Brown is dark orange. Again, who'd have thought? All right. And plastic beds. Yep. Cool. All right. And this one is red because dangerous. Do not touch unless authorized. All right. Excellent. Here. Uh, no. Let's go with old and busted. Brown and dusty. Oh, maybe. Yeah. How about brown and wood? No. Brown and rusty. Not with that dark of a color of brown. Let's see. We lighten it up. All right, what about rusty? Oh, that was rusty. What about the that's a bit much. We'll go dusty. Dusty, dusty. All right, you, and you. Cool. And let's go with the darker gray out there. Sure. All right, red for splody things. Blue for non-splody. And make this one a hazard just to keep people on their toes. Oh, it won't work. Ah, it sucks. All right. Just so they wonder. Let's see you there. It's not necessary. And how about we go with battered? Oops. We go to the OSHA safety railings. Well, that's interesting. All right. Guess it works. All right. That's not the right one. There we go. All right. Well, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. It looks too much like the original Space Pod. Oh well. Let's see. Let's make these here so you know if you see this, you are about to be squished. Right? And Splody? Yeah, Splody. Very Splody. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah. I'm fairly disappointed, but that's alright. I mean, I think the design's okay, but it is so far from everything I had kind of hoped and dreamed it would be. All right, power, recharge, on and off, thrusters and gyros on, thrusters and gyros off. Door. Oh, that's not the doors. I hid those. Doors, crew. Groups. Doors, crew. Open, closed. No, we'll just do closed. Do O2H2 tanks. Stockpile on off. Thrusters and gyros on. Thrusters backwards. Thrusters backward. 9 backward. Go. Here. Groups. This one. Off. What else? Oh, right. All right, engine or generator on. Generator on off. Engine on off. Yep, here. Exhaust. Nope, nope. Okay. I think the first one I put on was the left one. Yep. So that was left, that'll be right, and that'll be the front. So here, left is red, right is green, and the front will make bluish. Right, nav. It's so wrong, but you know what? It's fine. All right, right, down, left. Let and here, right, and this will be center, or we'll just call it front. All right, radius we'll do 2, fall off 1, density 3 is fine, offset 0. Blink interval, we'll do about 3.4 seconds. Blink length, somewhere around 5%. Set the offset there, right? And yeah, we'll set him, go there. And then front, still there. You guys, there you go. All right, get it in the shadow. Whoop. All right, great. Wonderful. Well, you know, it's serviceable. It does look different. Let's get this thing down to about 30%. Yeah, that's much better. I'll keep a new player relatively safe from shooting themselves in the foot. Then as they learn to configure things, they'll get better. Turn the engine on. Oh, there's no hydrogen in here, but that's fine. So, what surplus does that leave me? Hey, nice work. You regret everything. Oh, an event controller, huh? Dude. 4 displays and 10 computers would be the holdup there, and I suspect, yeah, you should Chikaru. You should. Plenty of iron. Displays. Oh, I've only got the one. Oh, interesting. But still. And then 10 computers. Silicon 294. Yeah, you should be able to get an event controller in there. Yeah. Somehow I have 4 extra metal grades now. I don't have no idea how I did that. So, yeah, works. It works. Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. I do have it named. All right, let's blueprint this bad boy. This, oh man, this took the effort of designing 3 ships because I think I went through 3 complete, almost complete different iterations. That's really disappointing. But it is what it is. And over here. Why did you never finish chewing up the power cells? You have space. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Silicon, 1.1 thousand. Oh, okay, okay. Right. And I think that's cobalt, gold, silver was 30, silicon was only 1,000. That ended up being far more limiting than I expected. Platinum, 120. How is that even? Oh wait, right. No, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. You are good, right? Do I want to put the leftovers in the cargo? Like, I kind of don't really want to. I guess I should. Oh wait. All right. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit here. All right. That's trash. So it'll be a space litter bug, and then smash my face. All right. Here. This from here to here. Yeah, okay. All right. So. All right. All right. One of each of those 5. All right. You can have one that's 80% full, sucker. And one that's empty. Because I hate you. All right. Let's just pull this over closer. All right. And, oh shit. Oh, you know what? Let's just turn everything off. There we go. So whatever's here, that's what they get. And if it doesn't all fit, too bad. Oh, they're in luck. It's gonna fit. There we go. Bottles, one of each. Oh, oops. I think I ate all the ice. Yep, sure did. Tanks. One hydrogen with nothing. 1.2%. 6.2%. Well. Oh well. Alright, anything else? No. And anything else in here? I thought so. Okay. There we go. All right, now let's blueprint this. Boop. Doop. And to doop. 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 All right, here we go. You're done. You're done. And over here. So Krathor, the ship that I posted, the ship that I posted a picture of, the Zeppelin, blows the budget just a little bit. That's what I was checking over here. I disassembled it earlier before you were here. Goes about 100 over on silicon. And I think, actually, I think that might be it. So you got cobalt, that's good. The gold is within budget. The iron is definitely within budget. The nickel is within budget. Platinum, yes. Yes, it goes over by 100 silicon. That's actually it. Silver, also within budget. So there's 100 extra silicon on this thing than the budget. It's not bad. But anyway, yeah, it does go over budget. All right, so all you guys can go to hell. And you have only one steel plate left over? It's disgusting. All right, where is the thing? Is it on the workshop? Create there might be. I didn't look. There might be. I wasn't that worried about figuring it out. It was only this morning, at the beginning of the stream, that I discovered that. So yeah, I'll go back maybe later on, and yeah. Let's do an upload. In the past, yeah, streaming and yeah, I don't know why. I had real bad problems, and when I tried to stream and be on your servers. I do all right on the Nightfall server, but oh yeah, you can join. Yeah, you probably can join me, can't you? I don't think this is multiplayer. Let me update it, and let me double check here. All right, I've got to pop on my standby screen real quick.
Ion sails catch the solar tide, dust trails behind from a world behind. Star maps drawn in the back of my mind, drifting between what I lose and find. Gravitons hum through the hull and the steel. Each pulse reminds me the silence is real. I'm the captain of this ghost light sea, charting stars.
All right, so I've got that loading, and I will need to send you an invite. Let's see. Probably need to wait until the game is started. Well, I gotta say, I'm a little surprised. I've only got about 30 minutes left of the 3 hours I had allotted to stream today. I didn't get done anywhere near the things that I thought I would get done. Why am I? Oh, because multiplayer, I guess. All right, let's get you invited. All right, there's one sent. And a second one. Let me know if you receive that. It's my build area. Factions. Let's do that. Let's do this cool guy here. Yeah, this is very important stuff here. Nope. This one. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right, there you go. So now you have something to join. Awesome. The faction is me. We don't type. There we go. P triple X. All right, what is all this food? Let's see, starter. So here is another one I was working on last night. I don't think I've disintegrated this one to see if I blew the budget or not. I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, I did. Because the gyro and this thruster use more metal grids than I can create with the allotted resources. Still, looks neat. I don't know if you've seen it, Krathor, but this is my remake of the original, like way old school start ship. Oh, right. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. This starship was before my time in the game, but I understand it's fairly iconic, especially to players who've been around for a long time. So I completely redid it. You come in the back, you get your cargo access. Oh, I included a teddy bear. That's cool. Nice large bay window. Even an office desk for doing official things. There we go. Yeah. And then this is actually this is based on one of the ships you can buy at the economy stations. It's a when you buy it, it's a mining ship. But I was like, you know what? This would make a neat large starter craft. There's not much to it. It's tiny interior. And then up here is the command deck and the potty. Place to grab a book and watch the planets go by. Handles kind of like a cow, you know. Looks like a cow. Handles like a cow. Let's see what else. Starter. This is a nice little starter ship. I used this when I built this when I was, oh, goodbye. I was playing online, like when I first got into the game. I ended up joining a faction on one of the larger public servers, and the guy was like, you know, hey, we need a starter ship to give our new faction members, and so he gave me all the requirements, and I put this together. I'm quite happy with it. I'm still pretty happy with it. Get some lights on. There we go. Now the version, so I don't use weapon mods in my private games, but on the server they did. So in that version, this cap here actually had a turret on it, but I think that's it. I think that's the only difference. So got a starter survival kit, dead battery. So you got a nice little, you know, sort of quasi quarter bridge here. You can get some good visibility, and then a spacious habitation area, bathroom, and all that. Yeah. So the most important thing was it had to be able to land on planets. And I think he wanted the large cargo and I don't know that he necessarily wanted the large fuel, but for all the thrusters it had, it kind of needed it. And then he wanted it to have a jump drive. So so that when people joined the faction and they spawned in, they could get to the faction, you know, home base if they wanted to. Oh, hey, Arlen, what's going on, man? Oh, okay, I don't know. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, Thor, that's an interesting point. I'd never thought about that. I can see it though. Cows, yeah, I can see them being more aerodynamic than a Jeep. What's going on, Arlen? What are you doing? Starter. Let's fly this guy around. All right. And I'm thinking, I'm really happy with this design. So I'm thinking what I may do is convert this to an atmospheric ship. And you may see this on my start screen in the near future. Because this thing is just so terrible. I love it. It's so bad. Oh no. What did I lose? This guy. That's interesting. Huh. Gyro. Let's make you twice as good. There we go. Yeah, this thing's awful. I love it. Thanks, Harlan. Thank you. That's definitely what I was going for. something so awful that it was interesting looking, you know. Oh, I lost my stuff. Oh, all right. Well. All right. Yes, 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 yeah. Two of those, and goodbye. Doot, doot. Oh, okay. Links on the Discord. All right, cool. One moment. I have Discord on a different computer than the one I'm streaming on, so just give me a second to get it open. Yeah. All right, what do we have? Thank you all. Ah, yeah, hang on. Well, Steam, why you gotta be such a turd, Steam? Yeah, I got it. I got it, man. The problem is when I click it, it opens Steam in the browser, and it's such a pain to log in to Steam through the browser. All right. All right, let's do this. So it's, I don't know, they use like the 2 10 50 factor authentication. All right, now I gotta go to my email. These people, I'll tell you. Wouldn't have to do this if it weren't for all the damn trolls. Um, there we go. Get my secret code from my email. Boop. All right, let's try this again. Clicky. Visit. There it is. We shall subscribe. Large grid 1043. All right. One zero four three. There we go. All right. So this is Eyedunno's version of the spawn ship. You used all the resources except one steel plate. That's disgusting. Good job, man. All right. I like this. Got a lot of elements I like. The central nose thruster is very nice. And I like how you've got the engine embedded there in line. This piping's real nice. I like how the symmetry there. You got this it's almost like, it looks almost like it's like a oh, what's the term, like when like fighter aircraft, they have like drop tanks and stuff, this or in like, or weapons or other like electronic warfare packages. That sort of reminds me of that here. It's like, well, we needed some extra thrust for this mission, so put them on. That's cool though. I like it. Some nice little styling up here. Thrusters neatly fit in on the side here. Yeah, I like that. A battery hidden there. Oh, what's this? Ah, I didn't catch those. That's nice. I like that. The 2 downward thrusters. All right, cool. Yeah, all nicely tucked in. And I like how you've done this. You brought this down here off of the slope of the front. That's real nice. You get the two different angles. I like that. Oh yeah, my favorite. Round tubes. Okay. I was like, wait, there's no door? All right. Oh, there's two doors. Oh, got it. Jesus. All right. Nice, nice. All right. I think the war-torn inside is a bit overkill, but I'm just giving you a hard time. I like that. I like how the fan fits in the with the round corridors. Direct access to your cargo. That is lovely. Survival kit. No bunk. Very nice. And then boom. Yeah. I like it. Whoa. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. I wonder. Oh, your engine's running. You need that? No. Okay, good. Yeah, that's... Yeah, nice. You have... Yeah, lit corridor here. And this is... Oh, this is a door. Okay, I see. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Hmm. I was thinking maybe I could find a place to use that one steel plate, but no. I'm not normally a big fan of these sort of like the pointy bits off the back here. But it works. It is working here for you. And of course everyone everyone has their own style. Anyway. Yeah, it's very cool. This is nice, man. This is lovely. Yeah, this is great, man. I love it. That's really nice. Very nice. Working to a limit. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I think you did a great job, man. And, oh, and don't take the color change, the stuff I'm doing here, as like any sort of like suggestions or anything or critique. I'm just playing around. Yeah, some gold on this thing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'd turn down the gyro as well. Yeah, especially for starting out. Sure. This is that mirror effect I was talking about a few streams ago. You get that you paint it white in retro future, and it's like it's an almost perfect mirror. Not with a default skybox, but anything else, and it looks fantastic. And black works too. It's just you just don't get as much of the skybox reflected. Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah. Boom. Super stealth. Even inside. I love it. Oh, that's... Oof. Yeah, I think if I had to offer any like critique or suggestion, the only thing I would say would be, well, I guess two things. The one that's already been mentioned is like I would turn down the gyro if it's intended to be a starter craft. And it all depends on your intended use case. Like if it's this is a group of experienced players playing, then it's not a big deal, right? But if you're thinking like starter craft that could potentially be used by a new player, then yeah, I would turn the gyro down just to you know, keep people from like, okay, undocked, wham, smash, you know. And then the only other critique that I would offer would be that the hotbar isn't set up. And I know that like it seems like half the players, or maybe fewer, or I should say maybe more, don't ever set up the hotbar, which is fine. It's personal play style, and based on my play style, that would be my only critique. Would be something simple like, oh, okay, you don't have a docking connector, so it would be pretty simple. Like you would have, you know, your batteries in a group, and then like recharge on and off. Like I like to do thrusters and gyros together, so that if while you're flying you toggle some on and some off, you always have a button to put them all one way or all the other. And then like for your O2 H2 generator and your H2 engine, since one produces fuel and the other one will eat fuel up even if you don't need it, like I would have those on the hotbar as well. For a starter ship, probably nothing else. But that's the only thing I would offer, and that's really minor, and that is really only relevant to someone like me who uses that hotbar a whole lot. I know a lot of people, they don't. They just like they hop in, fly, and if they need to do something, they jump in the terminal, do what they need, and then they're out again. So that's just different play styles. Yes, the naming too. Obviously, I figured that went without saying. I didn't expect this to be large grid 1043 forever. Oh, I forgot about glitter. Yeah, glitter gold. I don't actually have gold, but I got kind of yellow. That's like budget protect right there. Yeah, the name is kind of catchy. It's just not the most searchable, right? Poor man's camouflage. Yeah, you get some really nice lines here, man. And that's and some nice, you got some nice design elements here. I love when the engine, the hydrogen engine, can be exposed, because it just looks, I think it looks really good. And I love the curved pipes. So having just a little bit exposed here, kind of popping out of the armor, like that's a technique that I like to do as well. I think it looks really good. It's really nice. Yeah, setting up hotbars can be that's its own process. One thing I found that helps with that is if you have sort of a standardized system. Like I think on every build that I've done on stream, I've set up the hotbars, and it usually goes quick. It goes, I think, quicker than it did when I was starting out, because when I was starting out, I was just like, I don't know, put everything on the hotbar, you know, and now it's like, I know, like I use hotbar 1 is for like power, like initial power and flight control, on off type stuff, and then hotbar 2 is to do with like thruster management, fuel management. Hotbar 3 is weapons management, and then usually that is what goes on or off those. I have kind of a standardized set of things. So, but yeah, until you, if you don't have like a system kind of worked out for yourself, yeah, it can be really tedious. And I think that's why most people don't do it. So I totally get that. Painting, making things look good and bad, but it's working with most. Painting. Not sure. Painting often takes me kind of a while. If I'm trying to, like, I also like, you know, you play long enough, you kind of work out what works for you. For me, like it kind of works that way too, doesn't it? I have sort of a system that I use that's it's not terribly complex. You know, it's kind of like paint everything one solid base color, usually like a white or light gray, and then hit all the functional blocks and thrusters and make them dark gray. You know, put battered armor on everything, and then like fuel tanks go red, air tanks go blue, conveyors that go, like, in general are orange, cargo is orange, and that's kind of it. Like, that's kind of where I stop. I don't do like what you had originally here, or what Eyedunno had here, which is really nice. You get a multi-tone color as well as the texturing. Like, this is hard for me. If I was trying to do something like that, it would be really hard. So my paint jobs are always like super, like, kind of functional, like, well, just roll off the factory floor, you know, or whatever. That's the only reason I can get painting done in any reasonable amount of time. Something like this, I would be like, you know, I would find myself being like, oh, let's see, I don't know, maybe that should be there, and let's see, those two match. How about that? That one too? No, you know, no. Let's see. What about that? Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, you know, that's what I end up doing, and it's just completely random. It doesn't, for me, like, I'm terrible at it. Oh yeah, you were the one that said that. Remake it upside down. Yeah. I forgot about that after I finished this. This would totally, it looks like some sort of little thing that would slide across the snow or whatever. Honestly, to remake this upside down, I really just have to flip that. You know? Boom. Here we go. Yeah, we went from Zeppelin to Snow Fox, or whatever they're called. That's pretty neat too. Yeah, I like it. Yep. All right. All right. Since we're on that topic here, door has now changed. So what if I made another one, right? And then put it right like that. That's supposed to be guaranteed to make something cool. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. It could. Put it over here. Oh, I think I might like the other way better. Yeah. All right, where we go. You're all good, man. All right, well, that is it for me for my time that I've got. So thanks you guys for hanging out. It's been fun chatting. Eyedunno, thanks for letting me look at your ship on stream and and dig into it. And I guess that'll be it. And hopefully, I think my schedule is about to change. I think this week, me not being able to stream yesterday and having to move to today, and then I also started a bit earlier today than I had announced. I think those are indicative of forthcoming schedule change, but I just don't know what it's going to be yet. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll put that information out once I find out what it actually is. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.